Hi friends, good morning everyone. Do you remember how to create a structure? In this video, let us create an array to a structure, array of structures and also a pointer to a structure. So first of all, I am creating a structure. So to create a structure, we use the keyword struct followed by any name of the structure. I want to create a structure student and the members of the structure. So I got the first member is name of the student, name, some 20 characters, int marks. I closed my structure. Now, is it possible to create an array of the structures? For example, if I want to store the details of one student, I can store it in some structure variable. Example, struct student S1. So in S1, I can save the details of the student. For example, student name is Raju, followed by his marks 56, something like that. If there were two students, we can create another variable, struct student S2. So we can save his details also. So if there were 100 students, so it is difficult to create 100 variables. Then is there another way to create those variables? So as usual, array is a solution there. So I can create an array for a structure also. So to create an array, the procedure is exactly the same as creating an array to any other variable. So struct student, I want to create an array S for 100 students. So S100. This is how we will create an array. So to declare an array, this is the procedure to declare an array. This example declares an array S which can consist details of 100 students. And when we think about S of 0, this is a structure of type student. So this is a structure variable of type student which contains the details of first student. In the same way, if I go for S of 1, so this contains the details of the second student. So in the same way, it can store up to S of 99. So this is the details of 100th student. For example, this student S is of type student and student has two members, name and marks. And this is an array. If I want to access the members of in array, how to access the members of structures in array. So the procedure is exactly as we access member of any structure. For example, if I want to access the name of S1, the procedure is structure name dot member name. So that will access the name of S1, that is Raju. And to access the name of S2, it will be S2 dot name. So this will represent the name of S2. So for accessing the marks of S1, the procedure is S1 dot, this is integer marks is the second variable, member, marks, S2 dot marks. So in this way we can access the members of any general structure. The same procedure or the same process can be applied even for the elements of the array. For example, if I want to access the first student name, then it will be S0 of name. To access the marks of some 7th student, S6 of dot name. Like that I can access the name. If I want to access the 100th student marks, then it will be S99 of, to access marks, and to dot marks marks. This is how we will access the members of array elements of a structure. Okay, this is about array of structures. Okay, now let us create pointers to structures in C. So we know that pointer variable can hold the address of another variable. So what is a pointer? Pointer is a variable which can hold or store the address of any other variable. So this is what pointer is. So it can also store the address of a structure also. We know that a pointer can store the address of an integer variable, float variable, char variable. Like that, it can also store the address of a structure also. For example, I created a structure student. So to create a struct, we use the keyword struct followed by a particular tag student, which is optional. Then the members, char, I am taking 2 members, name, this is my first member to represent the name, and the second member is int marks. So now I want to create a pointer to this structure. For example, if I got an integer variable int x and I want to create a pointer which holds the address of this variable, generally the procedure is I will create int asterisk p. This is a pointer that can hold the address of an integer variable, and to initialize this we say that p is equal to address of x. So the same procedure we will use here. So first of all, I need to create a student variable, that is struct struct student s1. This is my variable. Then I want to create a pointer of type struct, that is struct student asterisk p. This is my pointer which can hold the address of a structure. So p is equal to address of s1. So this finishes this is the initialization of pointer. We can see that I initialized p, or I assigned address of s1 to p. Okay, here I declared pointer p of struct student. Here I declared variable s1 of struct student. This is how we will declare pointers. So that is okay. Once I declare a pointer, can I access the members of the structure using the pointer? So for example, this pointer p represents or points to s1, and s1 has got this address s1. When we think about the s1 actual value, s1 has got 2 members in it, that is name and marks. So if I want to access s1 members, then what should I do? So to access the members of structure using pointer. So the first thing is we can use indirection operator, that is asterisk, and dot operator, that is member access operator. So we should be using indirection operator and dot operator. This is one method. Or the second method is use arrow operator. For example, generally if I want to access the name and marks of student S1 from this structure S1, the procedure is we use dot operator. S1 dot name represents the name of S1. S1 dot marks, this represents the marks of S1. For example, if I assign a value to S1, we already know how to assign. I can give a name. This is name and some marks. Okay, this is how I will assign the values to S1. So S1 dot name now is equal to Raju. S1 dot marks now is equal to this 45 here. That's okay. Now when I say P is equal to address of S1, now I want to access name and marks using P. So to access the name and marks using P, we see that P, I need to use this asterisk P. This asterisk P is now our S1 dot name. So this is to access the member name of S1 using pointer P. So here I am using asterisk and dot operator for this one. In the same way, if you want to access the marks, the procedure is asterisk P. You should put the parenthesis also dot marks. So to access the member marks of S1 using pointer P. So what do I said? This is I am using the first method, asterisk and dot operator. For the second method, I can also follow like this. P, this is somewhat more easier, P dot marks. This represents the marks of student 1, Raju, 45. In the same way, P arrow name. This represents the name of Raju, that is, name of S1, that is Raju. So this is how we can access the members of a structure using a pointer. So there were two methods. One is by using the asterisk and dot operator. Other one is by using arrow operator. This is also known as member access operator. So in the next video, let us do some programs illustrating what we have already learned. That is by creating an array of pointers and also, array of structures and also a pointer to a structure and accessing their members. Thank you everyone.